Hey there, Chloe with Rooted Dog Training, and I got a couple questions this week that I want to tackle. And I want to tackle the first question in this video. We're going to talk about raw feeding, and it's something that's really popular these days, or becoming more and more popular. But first off, if you want your question answered, if you have a dog question, dog training question, dog behavior question, maybe it's a dog food question, whatever the case may be, maybe you got a new puppy, you adopted a new dog, you're unsure of what to do, perhaps you are coming up against some behavioral issues, and you're feeling like you're kind of hitting a wall and unsure of what to do. So this is your opportunity to take advantage of free training advice. So if you stay if you follow our page, be sure to look out for our posts. For the Q&A. Like, we will answer your questions. So make sure you look out for that. We usually post it up every week, and just give you an opportunity to ask your questions. So take advantage of that. And then what we'll do is we'll create a video or maybe live or whatever the case may be, and answer that question for you. We'll make sure to tag you in it so that you see it. But keep an eye out for that. But anyways, so we got a question. Let me pull it up real quick from Megan. She asks, what is the best way to get started with raw food feeding? Perhaps she asks maybe for a good book. Raw feeding is really awesome if you can do it, if you're up for the challenge. The biggest thing, I'm not an expert by any means, just so you guys know, but I do like to share what I do know about it and hopefully guide you in the right direction so that you can make sure you do it appropriately. There are tons of good books, but most of all, what I want to tell you is that if you are considering to switch from whatever it is, probably kibble or wet food, if you want to make that switch to raw feeding, make sure you do your research. Research. It's hard to say that these times. But anyways, yeah, do your research, do your homework. What you need to understand mostly is how to create a balanced meal for your dog and how to make sure that you're giving what your dog needs. Just like us humans, we have certain quirks. Maybe we're sensitive to certain ingredients, maybe we have allergies, or maybe we deal with some other kind of issue. Maybe we have digestion issues, maybe we have muscle issues or bone issues. If there's something like that your dog is dealing with, if they're sick in some way, maybe they even have cancer or whatever the case may be, and you want to help your dog through this issue, you can tailor your meals for that particular problem. So what I would suggest is not only do your research, but reach out to somebody who is an expert, especially if you're wanting to perhaps heal a health issue that your dog's dealing with. So there are lots of great coaches out there, great experts, and if you want some links to those experts, I would encourage you to go ahead to our website, and I got some links and referrals on our page. You just scroll down. I'll link it in the comments, where I provide a lot of good experts and books and websites, Facebook groups, all those things to kind of get you in the right direction to start educating yourself. And that's really what I did, is just threw myself out there, got into different programs, and connected with other people that have been doing it for a long time, connecting with experts on the subject, and that's how you can really get a feel of what an appropriate, balanced, dog or meal for your dog looks like. You can't just go out and grab ground meat and put it in your dog's dish. There's a lot more to it than that, and there needs to be what would be best is variables of different kinds of proteins, making sure that it's not just the muscle meat, but it also has organs and also has bones, things like that. It needs to be well balanced, and it probably also needs other supplements. And you need to add veggies and different kinds of things like that, and not just meat. So do your research and make sure you fully understand what you're getting yourself into. If you do not want to create your own meal for your dog, though, there are other options. There are plenty of other suppliers out there that create balanced meals, and they just send them to you in the mail, and then you don't have to worry about it. So that's a great option. We have actually gone that route. We started out creating our own meals, and then it can be really time consuming. So finally I just kind of decided, okay, we're not doing that anymore. We do it at times, when we need to, if we like run out or something. You know, it's, you know, once you know what your dog needs, it's pretty simple to put together. But in order to just save time, we buy from a supplier, and I don't really have to think about much. I add a few little things, you know, a couple supplements like probiotics, things of that sort, just to, you know, enhance it more. So you have those options. But definitely my biggest thing to tell you is to do your research and understand why raw feeding is so valuable and beneficial, and how to make sure that it is balanced, and how you can create it to where you can help your individual dog in the best way possible through the diet. Because we all know that food is medicine, right? Well, if we put good things into our body, we feel much better, we think much better. So going in this route is really a great idea, and I'm glad you're thinking about it, and making sure that you want to do it the right way, because a lot of people are doing it, but they're not necessarily educating themselves and doing it correctly, and that could be harmful to your dog. So you want to make sure you do it right. So if you have any other questions about that, feel free to reach out. You can post them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them, or at least lead you in the right direction. But go and check out that link. If you go to our website, it's the bottom of the website page. You'll see a little thing at the bottom of the screen. You'll see links and referrals. Just go ahead and click that, and then you'll see a little bracket on the window for pet nutrition. You know, referrals. So go ahead and check that out. For those of you that don't know, I can list off a couple of these. Rodney Habib's a really, you know, popular one. He's a nutrition specialist. Then you have others that offer online programs, like Andrea Partey, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Three Little Pitties. Then you got, who else? Oh, there's this other cool lady, what's her name? Diana. Yeah, she's at petfooddiva.com. That's kind of a cool one. I think she has courses, and you can contact her and do like one-on-one coaching with her. So that's pretty cool. And then there's plenty of Facebook groups. You know, search, you know, raw feeding. You got I'm trying to think of a couple of them. It kind of depends on like the type of raw feeding you want to do. There are different versions of it, but go ahead and check some of those out. Just, you know, search them in the Facebook search engine. And then there's books like Raw Meaty Bones. That's a good one by Tom Lonsdale. There's a Holistic Guide for a Healthy Dog by Wendy Volhard, which Volhard also has their own version of raw feeding. They do a dehydrated version, so you could check them out. There's plenty of great books, but what I would suggest is reach out to these experts and see what they have to say and how they can best help you. So hope that was helpful. Hope that leads you in the right direction, and do your research and learn all the things. Otherwise, you know, there is a transition period between kibble and raw feeding, so that's something you want to learn about as well. You know, I find that switching straight to it isn't the easiest on the digestive system, so there are, you know, ways to go about it. But all these things are just part of it. It's just part of the learning process, and I'm more than happy to answer more questions if you have any. Hope that was helpful.